loyalty to country, obedience to parents, honor and friendship, no retreat in battle, and fighting truths with sense and honor.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another one of our YouTube training modules. I'm the chief instructor of Double Dragon Tang Soo Do, one grade school in 2 locations. Again, I'm Master Wheeler. So today we want to talk very briefly about the use of your hips in your training. Some systems don't use as much hips as other systems, and that's okay. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just that we, in our training, use our hips. The Korean word is hyuri twilki, and using your hips. The Koreans generate power in this particular martial arts, Tang Soo Do, with the use of hips. I was told when I first started training that if your belt is not moving, then you don't have any power. So even when we do our front stance, for example, we turn our hips. Hyuri twilki, use of your hips, waist twisting. Grandmaster, who recently passed away, Grandmaster Robert Baldwin, often talked about this. And because he was taught by our founder and creator, Grandmaster Jay Shushin, and the use of your hips. So anything we do, whether it's punching, stepping forward or punching, it's the use of our hips. Our hips draw the power. Even when we kick, we don't just snap a kick out, which can be effective, certainly. But we use our hips to generate the power and the force. So even when we're doing our basic technique exercise, if you remember, I talk about reaching for the opposite pocket. So by reaching, you pull your outside hip so you can bring your hip back, and that hip generates momentum and power. Okay? So as you train, I want you to remember and try to incorporate the hip motion in everything you do. So your belt should be moving as you are training. Whether it's a side punch, my hip drives my arm, which gives me power, versus this, right? When I'm punching, instead of doing this, I use my hip. I pull my hip back and drive it forward, and the hip gives you power. So it doesn't matter the technique you're doing, the hips must be a critical part of whatever training you're doing in your martial arts training. So make sure that you practice. It may feel ridiculous, but practice using your hips. One way to train that is to grab a hula hoop from the dollar store and just work on using your hips, okay? So I hope that you incorporate your hips in your future training. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and visit some of our other modules as you learn and grow in your martial arts experience, whether you're Tang Soo Do or some other system. Keep training, and we'll see you on the mat. Tang Soo.